As the wait at airport security lines gets longer and longer, how much would you pay to get spirited to the front of the TSA pre-check line? Joining us now to tell us about Clear is WSJ middle seat columnist Scott McCartney. Scott, thanks so much for joining us.
Sure. Great to be with you, Tanya.
Scott, how does Clear work and what is it exactly? I'm a little confused.
So Clear is identity verification. They have a partnership with TSA. They will verify your identity and they scan your fingerprints and take a scan of your eyes so that with an iris scanner or a fingerprint scanner, they can verify your identity at the checkpoint. You walk up to the Clear machine, you put your fingers in, it verifies you, and the Clear employee takes you right to the X-ray belt.
So it's not the same as a security check. All it does is verify your identity. Is that correct?
Right. All it does is verify your identity and get you to the front of the line. And that's what really matters to people. You still have to go through physical screening. If you want to go through the pre-check procedures, you still have to apply and be a member of the pre-check program, right, or you can use it with regular TSA screening. For people who are in it, the only thing they really like about it, the main thing, is the predictability, the knowing that if there is a clear checkpoint at the particular airport you're flying out of, you can show up 30 minutes before your flight and make it easily.
That is nice. That's almost like flying private. Now, not all airports offer Clear, correct, Scott? Which airports offer it, and is it growing in popularity?
Yeah, it is. So there are 13 airports now. San Francisco, Denver, Orlando, they're some of the bigger ones. There's one Clear lane at Terminal E at Dallas-Fort Worth, none at the American Airlines terminals. They're in Westchester, New York, but not any of the big New York airports. They're in Las Vegas, they're in Miami. But for the most part, it's pretty limited. Now they think they're going to they're going to double the number of airports this year. The people enrolling in this program, the number of people enrolling has tripled so far this year compared to 2015, and that's clearly a result of the problems that TSA has had.
Right, anything to shorten that wait. Now, are there some airlines considering offering it for free to their premier customers? And if it's not free, how much does it cost?
Yeah, so Delta has, in April, Delta bought 5% of the company, and they have said they haven't started it yet, but they're going to give it for free to their Diamond level members and offer it as a discount to all of their frequent flyer members. You don't have to have elite status. It costs $179 a year, but you can find discounts all over at various times. Credit card companies have offered discounts. I just happened to look on Groupon, and you can get a Groupon for 9 months of Clear membership for $59. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of discounts out there. And you can, at an airport that has it, you can enroll instantly with your driver's license or passport. They scan that, they verify that, a couple of standard sort of background type questions that you have to answer, and 5 minutes you're in the program.
Sounds like it could definitely be worth it if you have to fly a lot for business, for instance. But Scott, some people say this is wasteful since pre-check lines are supposed to be short anyway. So where do you weigh in on this?
Well, I think I'm a pre-check member. I think it's a must-have. I think the best way to get into pre-check is with global entry. If you travel at all internationally, it's only a few dollars more than pre-check, and global entry has been a fantastic government program that gets you through passport lines very quickly. I don't find pre-check lines to be all that long. Even in the troubled times of January through May, when TSA lines were really long, it was rare to have a long pre-check line. Right. You may have to wait 10 or 15 minutes occasionally, usually 2, 3, 5 minutes. There are maybe 10 people in front of you in the pre-check line. So the question is it worth $10 to $15 a month to escape that? And I think, I'm not a Clear member.
Right.
I don't feel the need to cut in front of those 10 people in the pre-check line.
Right. All right, very quickly, last question. Tell us a little bit about the technology behind Clear. Do you think this will have wider security implications in the future?
Yeah, and I think this is probably going to be the main driver for Clear membership. Certainly, what they hope. They're already working with Alaska Airlines on biometric baggage tags. I'm sorry, biometric boarding passes. So you can board the plane essentially with your fingerprints. You don't have to have a boarding pass on your phone or a paper boarding pass. Airline club entry, you don't have to fish out your membership card or your frequent flyer number and check your membership when you walk up to the desk. You just use your fingerprints or iris scan. There are a host of uses at the airport, even buying soft drinks at Hudson News. If you could, Clear's got your credit card. They would love to set up a biometric.
What about
payment
beyond the
system.
stadium, though, Scott? Do you think it has implications for stadiums, sporting events, theaters, any place where large crowds are gathering?
Yeah, I think any place where there's security screening. So they're already doing it at some baseball stadiums. You go to a baseball stadium, Major League Baseball stadium now, and you go through a metal detector. The Yankees have clear access for suite members. The Florida Marlins, San Francisco Giants, Colorado Rockies are all using it. Has implications for certainly for other sports. The NFL has pretty strict security measures now at stadiums.
Well, I tell you, I would welcome this technology, Scott. Anything to get rid of the password. If I could just use my fingerprint or my iris to get it all done, it would be a much easier world.
Yeah, and I think returning to the days where you really could show up at the airport 30 minutes before your flight departs, having that predictability is huge for people. It means an extra business meeting. It means more time on the beach. Whatever you want to do with that extra time, it's worth it to a lot of people.
Let's hope the technology is taking us there. Scott McCartney, thank you so much for that.
Sure.
Thanks.